welcome back to the studio. After that back and forth match between Epic Finns winning tournaments and Gerodian, it would appear that the Epic Finns are not going to be winning this tournament as they are out.
Yep. The Finnish people all lament. I'm sure they'll have a day of mourning tomorrow.
Shadu is very sad.
Is wearing like a black...
He was like asleep in Australia and then just woke up because he felt a disturbance in the Finland.
And just went to bed again, weeping.
Yep.
So stats are ready. Let's take a look at that real quick. Gerodian pulling that victory out from the clutch of defeat. If I would...
Gerodian pulling out potential loss from the clutches of victory.
And then getting it back. And then getting it handed back to them, really.
Yes.
This was
this was a match filled with mistakes.
A lot of very kind of ridiculous back and forth, but it makes a very fun match, and it's one of the things that makes these brackets an interesting thing to watch.
Everyone is human except for Warlords of the Deep, which are all
robots.
Robots, yeah. They're all like copies of Garmin's mind downloaded into computers.
So here's actually a thing: the last Harpy for Epic Finns winning tournaments appeared to have burnt out his entire top rack because there was no attack bar left for Epic Finns winning tournaments. So regardless of the fact that if they had had 200 hours more, they would not have been able to bring down those Dominixes because of the fact that they simply just
because
had
the
no
Dominixes
DPS.
would have murdered the Harpy if there was any more time.
Also that.
Oh, that's, again, a lot. I really have to imagine that Claymore also burned out his micro-up drive. Because why do you slow go at 100 kilometers when you don't have to?
Yes.
Drain thermodynamics to 5 before you get into the tournament, just saying.
But I mean, yeah, this is what we're seeing. All these small mistakes, they just piled up, and it became kind of a baseball match where there were throws from both sides, and they were kind of hitting it back. It was just...
That's what you do in baseball. You throw the ball at each other.
I know.
Yeah. No.
That's what I'm saying. Both teams were throwing.
Well, no.
Back and forth.
That's not like how baseball
But
works.
in baseball,
Yes.
only one team ever throws the ball in an inning.
Yes.
One team throws the ball,
Yes.
and the other team only hits the ball.
I know, but it hits it back to the other team.
Hopefully not. You're not trying to do that.
Yeah.
No, but they eventually pick it up again.
All right. Whatever. We're both from North America. Just saying. Did you play baseball as a child?
I did.
I did as well. Did you?
I did.
Is that a lie?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So we actually have some fun stuff in our Battle Viewer app lined up for the viewers. If you could go through that with us, CCP Fozzy.
Yeah, so what I'm showing you here now is actually a couple matches ago. This is that Stay Frosty versus Providence Wizards match. And I'm going to show you that key moment here where these Inquisitors got picked off by the Providence Wizards team. So this is, as the match is moving on, it's actually moving to, it's paused now, and now, oh no, that was paused. There you go. It's moving very slow motion at the moment. This is early on in the match. Both teams playing very cautiously. And I'm going to speed up, and you'll see the point where these drones start moving across the field. It's all, yeah. So there's the Inquisitors. These are the two Inquisitors, the two ships that are beside each other right now. They move quite a ways away from each other.
Yep, there's the separation. You can see.
And then all the drones. So we're going to see the Inquisitor that I've targeted here get swarmed.
Yep. And he's right in the middle of the pack there.
Yeah.
But there's no way the other Inquisitor could support. He's already dropped.
And there he's dead.
Yeah.
And that was the moment, and then you see the entire Stay Frosty team charge in. They knew they needed to charge, and this was the right call at that point. But at that point, the momentum was very strongly against them. They were the ones that had to make some kind of bold action. And it just didn't work out for them because they weren't able to break the Loki eventually.
Yep.
So that was, I think, the very key moment there. The combination of damps and drones, and it just not perfect positioning from the Stay Frosty team, although it would have been very hard to have perfect positioning there. All of those damps mean that those Inquisitors probably had a lock range of like 5 kilometers.
Yep. You'll notice that I was not allowed to touch the app because I could very easily circle the two Inquisitors and then highlight the charging into the enemy team, where they would then there would be another circle where they were fighting.
Also, we just don't want you to just go play Clash of Clans.
No, I have my own iPad for that.
It would happen automatically as soon as you touch that iPad. Clash of Clans would just launch.
I have to collect my black elixir. Come on, I'm upgrading my black elixir collector right now. It's very important that I monitor it.
So we are actually about 3 minutes out for our next match. So let's go check out the bands if I have it here. Yes, the next match is our last losers bracket match for today, and it's actually the last match before the break. After the break, we're going to be looking at the winners bracket matches, which are all super exciting. But in a minute, we will say goodbye to our final team of the day, and the bands for that match are Smoking is Bad have banned the Sleipnir and the Oneros, and the Reputation Cartel have banned the Ishtar and the Dominics. So, pretty standard bands.
Sleipnir and Neros is a little bit less standard. So Ishtar, Dominics, that's just you'd want to get rid of tracking drone teams. That can often just mean that you want to run a team that relies on cruisers. Anything that doesn't have enough buffer to just kind of shrug away sentry drone damage, but would normally rely on movement to avoid battleships. The tracking is just too good on the Ishtars and the Dominics is to avoid in most cruisers.
It's the classic ban we're seeing every match.
We're seeing
or
a lot
nearly
of them.
every match.
And the Sleipnir and Neros, that's a bit trickier. That's probably trying to hit a very wide swath of setups. You're expecting that the Sleipnir team is the kind of the standard shield team, and then a Neros knocks out a lot of really good armor setups. Replacing it with a Guardian, not nearly as effective. I actually know what their teams are on the field, and I can say that I think Reputation Cartel saw what Smoking is Bad was trying to push them into and just dodged right out of the way and went in a way that they weren't expecting.
Is it double Logifrigs again?
It is double Logifrigs, and it's Claymores from Reputation Cartel. They were like, you don't want me to fly Sleipnirs? Fine then. I'm going to fly a ship that that has a very similar profile. Can tank in similar way, is similar speed, uses missiles, and unfortunately for Smoking is Bad, they brought a curse. Whose tracking disruptors are not going to be very effective against those missiles.
Yeah, that's a little bit. That's a little bit unpleasant.
Yeah.
Well, so ultimately, Reputation Cartel, a lot of tournament experience. Who are the people behind Smoking is Bad?
Smoking is Bad that is a very good question. And I have forgotten.
They're
the Paralelian guys. Yeah, they're Ice Gorilla. Yeah.
This is actually a grudge
change their
match
name.
because Ice Gorilla used to be a member of the Reputation Cartel team in the last SCL, I believe, but was actually kicked out. So he's looking for vengeance. And as I say that, the match is ready, and I'm going to get your predictions. CSB Fossey.
I'm going to go with Reputation Cartel on this one.
I've got to keep my rep as high as possible. I'm going with the Reputation
Yeah, we can't turn
Cartel.
against them.
I may have offended some people in the Reputation Cartel last weekend by doing something. I don't even remember what it was, but I'm going to vote for them to win this match. So let's see how it goes.